Oh man, RC family, we're back. Welcome to another episode of the RC Lounge. Oh man, I got a youngster, a firecracker in the lounge early this morning. He was like, "Corey, man, we gotta get on there. We gotta break down this SIC and just let everybody know, you know, how good it was." And so he was like, so I was like, okay, come on with it. And so, but yeah, we got the one and only Hunter King in the RC Lounge this morning, early. He backstage right now eating up all my Captain Crunch, back there eating all my fruity peppers and stuff like that backstage, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, Happy New Year. This is the first RC Lounge podcast this year so far. So, but yeah, this is just the beginning of a great year. And I appreciate y'all jumping in. I know it's early. I know some of y'all at work, but y'all put them ear pods in and them earbuds in and tune in and listen while you're doing your work. So, but yeah, let me bring the young gun up in here in the lounge. So here we go.
What's up?
Hunter King.
How's it going?
What's up, man? Good morning.
Good morning.
I see you got your goatee all fresh and perky this morning.
Oh yeah, got nice comb and everything.
Got your beard oil in it. I know. Yeah. But yeah, man. But yeah, bro, just let everybody know where you're from and who you are, Hunter.
Yeah, so I'm from Crestview, Florida. I'm Hunter King, if you can't tell from the name already.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've been racing for about like 10 years now almost. I don't know the exact date I started, but it's been about 10 roughly. See, I've raced all sorts of places. I started racing in Las Vegas. That's where me and my dad first went to 702 RC Raceway.
Okay.
Just started from there, and honestly, I haven't stopped since. It's been definitely a fun ride for sure.
That's what's up, man. So you started out in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get a race at the was it the Las Vegas track where they had the worlds at back in the day? You did
RC Tracks.
Yeah, RC Tracks. Yeah. How was that track? Was it good? How was it?
Oh man, that place was awesome.
Yeah.
Because they had both an 8 scale and a 10 scale track.
Okay.
So at the time I still was racing 10 scale. So we often raced there. It was the same dirt from both tracks, but they actually sugared the 10 scale track.
Okay.
It was a good time. Like the facility was amazing, and I'm sure you've probably seen some pictures and footage of the past where it's like looking out on the whole Las Vegas Strip. It was such a great facility. It's
Man, I know
really
it,
a shame that they had to lose that place.
I know it, man. Like I said, it's just crazy how it was going. Looked like it was going good. big turnouts every week. You know what I'm saying? Every other week or
Mm-hmm.
however long, however often they had races and stuff, great turnouts. But all of a sudden it just went down. But that's how it goes sometimes. And but yeah, man, I ain't know that. That's awesome, man. You started out in Las Vegas, and then how'd you work your way down to Crestview, Florida?
Um, well, it was kind of less of me and more of where my parents wanted to go because we actually lived down here before we moved to Las Vegas because we're military.
Okay.
And my dad's always been into RC, not racing specifically, but with planes and everything like that. And
Yeah.
I was never too interested, and he kind of got me into racing in Las Vegas, and
Mm-hmm.
so I just stuck with it. And when we moved back here, I've been racing since we moved back here as well.
Okay. So, Hunter, what's your home track down there in down there in Florida, Crestview,
It's a B&T Raceway.
BNT? Okay, you down there
Hmm.
with Dominique McKinney
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
um some other homeboy name down there, Anthony
Anthony Wheeler.
Wheeler, yeah, Big Wheeler,
Hmm.
and Hunter Cup, yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, man. So yeah, you got some competition down there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. So you from Crestview, you race down at BNT. What's the race coming up in BNT soon? What's the next race there?
So usually we have club races every second, fourth, and fifth Saturday of the month. But our next big race is going to be the Battle, which I believe is the fourth weekend of March. I don't know the exact dates, but it's always the fourth weekend of March.
Okay, yeah. I think we plan to me, Doc, and my fellas. We plan on coming down there to the battle race. So, but
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
we be making a trip down there real soon. So yeah, so bro, how'd you get started in RC?
Like
How did it
like
all
I
start?
like I mentioned before, my dad was in RC, and he kind of knew that I wasn't too much into the planes, so he kind of looked around in Vegas to see what they had to offer, and
Yeah.
he took me to he really more like kind of had to force me to come to the track because I just wanted to play video games all day, and he took me to the track, and it was pretty much sold from there. I was hooked instantly, and I was like, Dad, I gotta get one, I gotta have one,
Yeah.
and it's just been growing ever since.
So after you get off them video games, you got that controller, that RC controller, that pistol in your hand. And
Hmm.
then from there, man, do you remember when your first race you really entered? Um,
Hmm. I don't know if I remember my first race. It couldn't have
mhm,
been good, but I do remember the first time I went to go practice.
yeah,
My my dad has spent like all night painting this brand new short course body for my SE 10.2. It
okay,
was red. He had some cool decals on it and everything like that. And we went out there to go practice, and I remember I destroyed the body completely my first time. Like first time there, I destroyed the body throughout the day, and my dad
yeah,
was like, "Oof, I don't know if I can afford to do this every time we go out here. I can't afford to pay
yeah,
for all these bodies."
bodies and stuff. Yeah, man,
Hmm.
we all started same way. Everybody started
Hmm.
the same way. So that's what I be trying to tell, like some of the guys being here that bash that's thinking about getting into racing, the racing aspect of it. Just jump in. It ain't no right or wrong or getting ready. Sometimes you just have to just go. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
and
Yep.
just jump in and just start, bro. So yeah, man. So you said what was your first car? Was it the short course truck or what?
Yeah, it was the team associated SC 10.2.
Okay, okay. So that was so that's how you started. Pretty much started in the 10 scale with the short
Yep.
course truck.
Yeah, because I believe around that time, short course was still was popping at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
Um, so I know that was probably either what the track recommended at the time or just what we found. I
yeah.
would assume it was probably the track that recommended, but that's what I started with.
Okay, the short course truck. Awesome, awesome. But yeah, bro. From that, what why did you decide to, you know, race the 10 scale side of the race scene? What drew you
Hmm.
in on the 10 scale side? Was
Really, in general, I think back around when I started, it was more just about, having fun at the track,
hmm
hanging out with people. I was the kid that liked to go around and talk to everybody at the track.
yeah,
Um, I wasn't really doing anything. I was just there to have fun and race. But over time, personally, as I started to get a little bit better at racing, I really enjoyed where 10 scale was kind of heading because um, I know 702 in Las Vegas went to carpet
yeah,
around 2016, 2017.
okay,
Um, so, and that's when the kind of carpet boom was going on. And I really just loved the idea of precision driving.
right,
Everybody can talk about, oh, I don't like grip, I don't like carpet, I don't like the high bite clay with the sealed tracks and everything and running slicks. But personally, I really enjoy it because I think it can show a driver's true
true,
speed
true speed, yeah,
on a high grip surface, whereas
okay,
maybe a low grip surface can show more of a driver's um, I don't know how to say it per se, but it's just different. It's
okay,
just completely different on high grip and 10 scale compared to maybe something like 8 scale.
they scale, okay. So, so do you often run on the carpet?
Not anymore.
hmm
Now that I moved down here to Crestview, there's not really too many carpet tracks near me.
Right,
There's a track about 2 hours away from me,
yeah,
and it's called On Track.
hmm
That's in Alabama, and then the next closest one is Beachline down
okay,
in Cocoa Beach, and that's like 6 hours. So
okay,
nothing like too crazy close, but B&T is right in town for me. It's about like 10 minutes away. So mostly I run outdoor dirt.
okay. So other than the grip factor between the dirt and the carpet, what else like driving skill do you think you really have to switch from both? You know what I'm saying? So how
Yeah,
precise is it? Yeah.
I'd say in terms of like going from a two-wheel drive to an 8 scale buggy, it's
hmm
just a huge amount of difference. With two-wheel drive, there's so much more like throttle control
Yeah.
going on, and you
hmm
can't be too crazy with the movements in your car, and it's super light. Um, Whereas with an 8 scale car, it's got all this weight behind it, and you can really kind of throw it into the corners, and the car
Yeah.
just does what you want it to do. But it's still fun. So
Right.
there's really just pick and choose which one you prefer more. Personally, I really like doing both because
hmm
they both present a different challenge on the track.
Right. A different like you said, a different challenge.
Hmm.
And it I haven't that's something that I really want to get into is just getting a two-wheel drive buggy and just if I don't race it that much, just practicing with it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And just really getting more familiar with that driving aspect than just the 8 scale stuff. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
but yeah, bro. Okay, you been racing 10 scale and doing well, man. And so when did you get sponsored by TLR? When that pretty much came about? When that started?
that was so back in 2018.
hmm
I think I had recently gotten my first 8 scale buggy actually. Um, and I went to the first ever indoor Silver State in Las Vegas, and I kind of had a talk with. I met a few of the guys from the TLR team,
Okay.
and I know I don't know if you know him, Jose Alvarado. Shout out to him.
Okay. Yeah, I heard of it.
Him and Frank Root put in a good word for me in at the TLR team, and that summer I got picked up by him, and ever since I've been running their cars.
Shoot, that's what's up. Like I said, it don't take that much, and most of the time, like you said, man, it just take you putting that pride aside a little bit and just talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Not really
Hmm.
asking them to do something for you, but just hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
What's this about? How this work? Tell me a little bit about this car. Or, you know what I'm saying? Where you from? You know what I'm saying? So that
yeah.
goes a long way. Yeah, just
It's
building
having
that.
your presence known out there in the world, is meeting all the team drivers and talking to them, just acting like a friend because That's the best thing you can do. Just be someone's friend, and if you're their friend and you do stuff for them, they'll do stuff for you.
That's right. That's it, brother. And now since you're on TLR, man, and it had been, through the news, RC news, there has been a lot of, changes and stuff going on with, you know, really more about Horizon, TLR, all
Hmm.
that kind of like the whole conglomerate together. Has that, how they now change kind of like their sponsorship structure now?
Hmm.
Um, has that kind of affected you in any way or anything like that?
In terms of me, no.
Mhm.
Personally, I can tell you, I still love TLR cars. I love the TLR team, and I
Yeah.
really have no intentions of leaving the team because why would I leave a team that I enjoy no matter what changes they make? Now, if they kick me off, then that's that. But I'll stay on with them as long as I possibly can because I truly enjoy the cars and the team.
Shoot, that's what matter. That's what matter, man. So, what you think about the changes? How you feel about the new contingency plan and stuff like that? What you feel about
Per-
it?
Personally, I think it's a really great idea because it's rewarding not just team drivers' efforts but also privateers' efforts. I I personally didn't know that they were going to do that for everybody
Yeah.
because they had announced it to the team. But I think it was a really good idea for them to do that because um, it's giving an opportunity to everybody to try and
Mhm.
be the best they can on the track and rewarding someone for their hard work. So I think it's actually a really great idea.
Okay. Yeah. So you think the past structure, well, the structure that's in place now for sponsorships, do you think is given out too easily or too frequently, or what you feel about that?
I'd say personally,
Hmm.
I kind of have my own criteria for a driver. Not that it really matters to anybody else. It's something I usually keep to myself. But
But yeah,
I
what you
do
think about it? Yeah.
I do think personally, as of these recent years, it sponsorships probably have been given out too much. Um, because I'm not going to really point any names, but there could be someone out there that really doesn't know a lot about setup, maybe isn't very helpful at the track, and
Yeah.
maybe generally just not really like too motivated to get faster. And
Uh-huh.
to me, that's not someone that I think that should be sponsored. Um, but obviously, people can change, and if they decide to work harder, they can be. But I'm not the one who determines who gets sponsored. That's just my own personal opinion.
Yeah.
But
I get
I do really think that what Horizon is doing with the contingency payout program
hmm
is a really good incentive for people to be like, all right, well, I can earn money and I don't even have to be a sponsored driver. I could be in the future. And maybe if I continue to go to these events and I win these classes and I win money and maybe I'll get on the team. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's a good way to show, your talent um, on the track and really proving what you're worth to a company and showing them that I can be on the team
Can't
and
be on
I
the team.
think I can be on the team.
Right. I understand that. That makes sense, man. Cause like I say, I mean, it has came to a point where now that they're gonna really a lot of manufacturers are gonna have to watch, like, what I'm saying, like the spending and the merchandise they're giving out,
Hmm.
and now it's it's to a point where now that, like I said, you're really gonna have to, even if you're not a good that great a driver, you got to bring something else to the table. You know what I'm saying? If it's
Hmm.
just um with like selling and stuff, or promotions, or you know what I'm saying, or something
Yeah.
like that. I think you have to bring that to the table more than just, asking for, specific sponsorship or whatever. But
Yeah, and I know a lot of companies nowadays are looking for a driver that's going to be positive, is a good role model, and
Right.
knows some stuff about setup and can contribute to the ultimate goal of winning for the
That's right.
team.
Right.
So they're just they're not companies aren't necessarily looking for a fast driver. They're always going to want a fast driver.
Right.
Trust me, they're
Yeah.
always going to want a fast driver. But ultimately, they're very happy to have someone who's well versed and a positive influence in their community.
Okay. Cool. Cool, man. Getting back to the racing aspect of it, man. Getting back to the track. So yeah. So what made you have that transition, from 10 scale to A scale? When did you start really getting into the A scale scene?
Um, I've kind of ran it on and off since I started running it in about 2018.
Hmm.
Just because 10 scale has been my main focus, but at least here as of late, I've realized that there's really not a lot going for 10 scale down here in the South, and it's really hard to find the kind of tracks I'm looking for, which are indoor high bite tracks for 10 scale, because
Yeah.
that's mainly what the pros run on nowadays, and it's really hard to find lots of tracks like those that are close because they just aren't close for me.
Right.
Um, and 8 scale is definitely a growing market for sure, and
Hmm.
it's 8 scale has become more main scene with nitro and electric. So I was like, I think I might need to start running some more 8 scale because I need to get my name out there
Yeah.
and I want to try and make something out of this. So I'm gonna put a little bit more effort into my 8 skill program and see what I can do for the year.
Okay. Which one you like the most so far? Which one do
Hmm.
you like the most? Which one that you really
That's
would if you had a real your choice, which one would you grab and go with? You know what I'm saying?
probably 10 scale.
10 scale?
Just because it's what I started with,
Yeah.
and like I mentioned earlier, just the amount of skill
Hmm.
and driving and precision you need to have nowadays with 10 scale is just really exciting. It's very challenging.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't mind running 8 scale. I still really like it, but I'd definitely say 10 scale still takes the cake for me.
Right. And kind of go back to what we was talking about before, bro. How do you feel that your 10 scale skills has benefited you, running a scale?
Um, for sure, with the precision involved and
Yeah.
mainly with two-wheel drive, you have to have good coordination, good
Uh-huh.
throttle control, good feeling on the wheel, and it really helps out, kind of like picking lines in the track and just overall driving cleaner because
Yeah.
it's just a totally different style, but it really still kind of correlates. And almost, I'm not going to say it's easy, but it makes 8 scale feel easy because
Yeah.
everything is it just, it's bigger, so it's going to feel slower
Right.
on track.
Hmm.
So it just makes it a little bit more enjoyable.
I got you. Okay. So since you're in the A scale now, you thinking about putting a nitro engine in the e buggy and doing some nitro buggy or truck?
Definitely for sure. I've been thinking about doing some nitro here recently. For me right now, it all comes down to funds.
Yeah.
Trying to fund an 8 scale program again is going to be a little bit tough
I got you.
with my current financial situation, but we're working on it.
Yeah.
Um, I definitely want to get back into nitro because I know more recently I've been running the Ignite Design gas trucks and with from Jimmy. He's the new owner of Ignite RC, and
Yeah.
he actually here is local here in BNT. Um, so I've been running gas trucks a lot more recently, and I've been really enjoying it. So I've been definitely thinking about getting an 8 scale buggy for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like my boy RC off-road racing was saying, he like A scale is, it's pretty much dominant here in the southeast. And but yeah, he said 10 scale carpet tracks and carpet trucks and stuff has, really stepped up. and,
Yeah.
with the closing the businesses. So it's kind of like you said, like we talked about earlier, it's kind of, especially in the southeast, it's kind of down in the southeast,
Yeah.
but yeah, bro. But yeah. So yeah, man. Well, that'll be awesome, man. Like I said, if you do it, you got plenty of people there that support you and know how to, tune, that teach you how to tune, like Dom and all
Oh yeah.
them. Um, so you got the support there, but yeah, the funds at the end of the day tells it all. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, but
Yep.
yeah, man. From there, man, SIC. How? What made you want to attend? Was this your first SIC, or was this your first big 1/8 scale event, or what about
I
this?
can't. Let's
Mhm.
see. So it definitely wasn't my first big 8 scale event,
Okay.
but it was my first ever race time event, and it was my first SIC.
Yeah.
I really was just like, I need to find a race to do in January, because I had been kind of take the December off, kind of focus on my studies and just chill out at home, take a break. And I was like, I
Uh-huh.
need a race to go to. And I was like, hey, I've been wanting to go to one of these races for a few years now. I've been saying I'm gonna go. I haven't. I've just been doing 10 scale.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I gotta go.
Gotta
You
go.
know.
Gotta go see what it's
So
about. Yeah.
so I decided to go, and I was really glad I did, because I truly had a good time, and I'm definitely will go back, and I'm already trying to plan my trip to PNB.
Okay. Oh, you
And
hooked. Oh
yep, yep,
man. Now
yep.
this PNB race you about to go to, this really gonna tell how much you really gonna look. You love
Hmm.
RC. But
I've uh,
I ain't gonna
I've
spoil it. We just gonna let you go experience. I don't think I will say just get your rest when you can. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
If you get done practicing, go back, chill out, relax, kick it, get your rest, get a nap or two in, and then go back and practice. You know what I'm saying? So
mhm.
that's the thing. That's the main thing, how to get through PNB Cycle Nitro Blast, because it really isn't the race itself. It's a whole lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
it's all the time.
it's all the time, and you gonna want to see everything, but you have to pace yourself. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
but yeah, that's the thing, how to get through, and then how to get a good result. Just pace yourself, get your rest while you can. It's a fun event. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna enjoy it. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
for sure.
when you first walked in the arena at SIC, when you saw the track, what did you think when you saw the track?
I thought, man, this it's freaking huge in here. It's crazy. You always see
Yeah.
it on the videos, but you never really get a sense of how big it is until you're there. And
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that PNB is like 3 times the size of
You see?
SIC. So definitely, if I can go to that, I'm looking forward to see it. But it's just insane how big the facility is, and just the
Yeah.
track. It's just, I've never
Mhm.
seen jumps so big in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So, but it can be deceiving too, because it may look big, but once you're on the track and driving it, you can make them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can make them. So, um, it's a good thing for everybody. If you haven't never been to a race time event, go and see what it's about. Race it, yeah. And all right, from there, bro. How did you practice? How did you how did you approach oh man, hope he ain't time out. He try to jump back in. It's all good. But yeah, Hunter, if you're listening, I was gonna say, how did you approach practice? Let me send him an invite again. Y'all hold on 1 minute. It's all good. I just sent him an invite, so he should jump back in here in a minute. Wayne Adams, what's up? RC Off-Road Racing, what's up? What's up, y'all? I'm trying to get my boy back in here. It happens. It's a part of it. But yeah, I was going to ask him what was his approach going into the practice rounds and stuff. So, but yeah, we'll get him back in. This camera might have died or something. Let's see here. Make sure you got the invite. But yeah, y'all, what y'all got going on? Everybody good? So yeah. But yeah, this has been a good conversation. I'll be jump back in. It's all good. Here we go. Okay, we good. Ain't no problem.
Sorry about that.
It be like that sometimes.
There might be some extra background noise here for now. My phone got too hot.
Oh, it did.
I'm a little unprepared. I've never done anything quite like this before. I apologize.
Oh no, you good, bro? Ain't no. Hey, it happens. It ain't the first time. But yeah, man. Like I said, I was just talking about like going into your practice rounds and stuff. How did you approach it? Did you have any like things you really wanted to accomplish or whatever going into practice, or you just really wanted to get used to the track?
I took a little time to get used to the track. First, I kind of started off my practice slow, just kind of taking my time because I knew I had a lot of time in the day. So I just wanted to kind of feel the track out, get familiar with what tires were going to be like. After around like lunchtime, I was like, all right, I need to get going again, get some more running because then I was like, I haven't ran enough yet. I've only ran about like 4 packs and it was about like 6 hours down or something. So I just started running more, just charging batteries, going out there running, not really changing too much. Because my cars already felt pretty good. Chuggy was completely fine.
Okay.
So and that felt good. So I was trying to run it a lot, just to kind of get familiar with the track and feel out the pace. Trying to work out buggy setup, but for the most part, I was just trying to like see what my pace was like compared to the pros. Just kind of checking the times, checking their times, seeing what everybody was running. Just kind of going out there and running. I didn't really, have anything in mind when I was going. I was just going out to run and see what kind of laps I can get. It was pretty hard because there's just so many people on the track. It's really hard to get clean laps. And I was just going out there and running and just getting the feel for the track and the car setup pretty much.
Yeah, man. Like I said, because practice can be, it's kind of hard to really like set your car for a specific theme because everybody's running at one time. It can be hectic. You know what I'm saying? So people might, crash into you. You might, you know what I'm saying, mess you up. So a lot of times, practice really should just be getting familiar with the track. And then after you get familiar with the track, then maybe you can try some stuff that make your car feel better. But okay. So how did you qualifying go when you that first 3 qualifiers? How was you feeling going into your first qualifier? How was you feeling with your cars and stuff?
I was definitely feeling pretty good. I knew my truggy was good. I was still trying to figure out buggy at this point, so I wasn't too confident. But I figured that my pace would be relatively good in comparison to everybody else's. The first round, I think for truggy, I got 6th, and buggy I got 8th.
Okay.
it was still really not going very well for Buggy at this point.
Uh-huh. So what change did you do to you make to your buggy?
Um, just messing with the roll center in the rear,
Yeah.
um, minor tweaks like ride height and seeing what I had for sway bars. Just little things, not anything crazy.
Yeah.
Just trying to get the car to feel a little bit more comfortable to drive, not anything crazy. No, like setup changes to try and get pace, just something to get more comfortable at this point.
Yeah. How did you like the grip of the track? What tires did you end up going with? What did you like?
At least for qualifying, I think in the first round I was still on reflexes at
Mm-hmm.
this point.
Okay.
I was kind of talking to Flo's dad about tires and stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, we're running green relapses." So I went and I got some relapses from the JC tent,
Yeah.
and I think from there I didn't run reflexes anymore. I was pretty much only running green relapses on my cars.
Relapses. Okay.
Hmm.
So how did you feel? What was the feeling between? Because I would run J-Con too, and I mostly ran the reflexes, and it still had just a little bit of slide to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I didn't sauce them, nothing like that. Did you have to sauce any of your tires, or you just?
I for Truggy I didn't at all.
Mm-hmm.
For Buggy I tried saucing, and I actually had my tire warmers with me, so I used those too for one of
Yeah.
the rounds, and um, my qualifier for that round didn't go great in Buggy, but I kind of chalked it down to what I did with the tires because I sauced them twice and then and heated them.
Yeah.
I kind of put my woes down to just wasn't very.
In that trailer. Let's go come back up.
Um, but yeah,
What was the last part you said? It kind of cut out a little bit.
I was saying I definitely should have sauced, I think, and warmed my tires for the
More.
rest of the qual.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it just kicked
Okay.
back in. So yeah, so okay. So what doing your qualifiers, going through the qualifiers, what moment did it strike you that it hit you that I don't know, I might have a chance to really do something, really, be competitive. When that life really kicked on when you felt that way.
I think it was probably around like the second qualifier. Um,
Yeah,
I knew my buggy wasn't good, but I was checking lap times, and I was pretty much right there with the leaders, and my car still wasn't quite there. Like I just wasn't comfortable, didn't have any grip. It was just really hard to drive, and my pace was pretty much right there with the leaders. So I knew if I could get something figured out for main day, that I would have a good shot no matter where I qualified.
yeah,
Um, and I know from and just running Truggy too. I had a six every round for Truggy and ended up qualifying in sixth, right behind Patrick Rossiter.
yeah.
So I knew my pace was good.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to get the car under me to actually be able to get the full pace out of it.
Shoot, that's what's up, man. Cause like I said, it was one, I think it was a qualifier, and it was like, Lance was, doing this thing on the mic, and he was saying that this was really your first race time event, and I think you was in like fourth or
Hmm.
fifth, what I'm saying, really doing good. And so yeah, everybody could see that you had the pace to really, be able to, place um in the main, if you know what I'm saying, if you kept it up or
Hmm.
whatever. So yeah. So so overall, what what was your experience? What did you how did you feel? How did you feel going into the main day? Like I said, I know you said that if you could, dial in the buggy a little better and get it more comfortable for you to drive, you'll have a great chance. So what was you
Yeah.
thinking like going into your truck main?
Um, I definitely I knew I had a plan.
Hmm.
I had some ideas on what I wanted to do with my buggy. So um, I was definitely still confident, and I knew that at least for the moment, because I actually qualified in the B main for buggy, and
Hmm.
it was that bad. So I knew I had to get the bump, so I just had to focus on that first. And
Yeah.
after I got the bump, I refocused. My car got a lot better. It was a little bit easier to drive. It still wasn't like perfect in how I wanted it,
Right.
but it was definitely a lot more manageable. That really helped going into the mains. It kind of brought my confidence up. Like, all right, I got the bump. Now
Got
I'm
a
in the A
bump.
mains.
Right.
Whatever
Hmm.
happens, wherever I finish,
Yeah.
it's I've already I didn't really have too much expectations. Um, so I was just kind of like wherever I end up in buggy and truggy is where I end up pretty much.
I got you. I got you. So after you got that truck run out the way, what you end up finishing in your truck?
I ended up getting fifth on the
Yeah.
podium.
Okay.
My second main was actually really good. I pretty much battled with Joey Bourdon
Hmm.
for about almost the whole main, and we ended up charging up to catch Caden Fuller, and I think we were pretty close to Ryan Lutz too.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so if I would have pushed him a little bit more, I could have maybe could have passed Joey. I know we battled pretty back and forth the whole race. We were swapping positions, but
Right.
I definitely could have capitalized on some battling between Joey and Caden at the end, and maybe could have gotten a better result. But that's all right. I was still really happy overall with my truggy, in
Yeah.
the pace, and I was still really confident in it. And
Yeah.
towards the end, and I was really stoked with my result in truggy.
Yes, sir. Yep. But you did good, man. Especially your first time. Hey, you can't beat that. So,
Hmm.
but yep. But let's rewind it a little bit. Okay, after you got the bump, at your B main,
Hmm.
did you go back and do any changes to the truck heading into the A main?
Not in truck. I don't think I changed truck the whole race.
Yeah.
But definitely, I think after let's see, after the B main,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it was after the B main or if it was after the first main, but I went down on my front diff oil a little bit because I think it was just too thick. It
Okay.
helped a little bit, like
Yeah.
very marginal gains, just making everything easier to drive.
Uh-huh.
Everything I seemed to do didn't quite work the way I thought it would have worked. But definitely looking back on it now, I know what I would have changed. But at the time, just going down to the front diff a little bit seemed to help a little bit in terms of just overall being comfortable on the track.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay. In the A main. Yup, on the stand. I know we kind of hit on it just now a little bit, but what was your thoughts? What's your thought? I'll let you explain it. I don't want to put nothing in you. Let you explain it. So you up on the stand, get ready to start the A main. What was you saying to yourself?
Mm, just drive good.
Hmm.
Uh, Got to get around the traffic and other people. Um,
Yeah.
I definitely I'm come to find out that this is just the thing that happens at these events, but I was really frustrated with the lack of driver etiquette and rough driving at the event. Not because Lance wasn't policing it; it was just everybody was getting away with it, and he wasn't seeing it.
Right. I
So
understand
I
that.
was a little frustrated in
Yeah.
that aspect, but I knew if I would have just calmed down a little bit and just took my time and just try and find the gap wherever I could and get around people as quickly as I possibly could, and I knew I would have been fine.
Yeah.
That was really just my game plan. I was just trying to be calm and work my way through the field as quickly as I could.
Okay. Because that's one aspect that myself I have to get better at. Like beginning of mains, getting through the traffic,
Hmm.
sometimes sometimes you just have to, once you get past, you just got to go. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah.
So, so I'm just the thing. That's an aspect that I'm learning now. And like you said, I did experience the same thing. Like you said, just crazy. I don't know, racing, doing a warm up lap,
Yeah.
racing each other. You know what I'm saying? Just crazy stuff like that. And the racing ain't even started yet. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but that's just a part of it. So we just have to know how to deal with that and know how to get out of that situation and just go from there. But yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, Lance do need help for us. Like they do need officials there. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
with
I
Lance
agree.
to help, police some of that. Cause it was especially was bad, like I said, in doing practice. You know what I'm saying? It's practice.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to, I know it's different skill levels out on the track all at one time, but still, you know how to move over, or if somebody is fast, just be more patient and then get around them. So,
There,
but
there, uh, there definitely could be another set of eyes there helping
yeah,
the
it,
race director for sure.
yeah, it will help. It will help, definitely help. Yeah, man. So, okay. So going into, okay, you got truck knocked out. Good finish. Got top
Hmm.
5 in truck. Okay, now you get back to the pits. Now it's buggy time. What was your thought process?
Um, I knew I didn't know how bad it was going to be because I was starting pretty far back. I was
Yeah,
14th out of the 15 car main, so I really knew that it was going to be a fight. Um, in the first main, it went pretty rough. Just some guys. There were a few guys that were just kind of hanging with me the whole time, and I couldn't quite get away with them because I would get past them and I'd make a small bobble. They'd pass me, and it would
yeah,
just go back and forth, and I couldn't really make any good solid progress.
yeah.
Um, and I ended up getting sixth for that main, actually better than I thought I would. I did. I thought I had around like I was in like eighth or ninth or something like that. So I
Yeah.
was actually genuinely surprised, and that gave me a little bit more confidence going into the second main. Fortunately, some people actually left, so that made it just a little bit easier.
Okay.
Um,
Right.
and this time I knew what to expect, and I knew how I needed to drive, so it just really kind of I wouldn't say I took my time, but I was a little bit more careful with how I
Yeah.
approached coming up to other drivers
Right.
because I knew that they were not going to give me an inch, and I just had to sit there and kind of wait for a mistake. So I was just really trying to get on their bumper and put the pressure on them
Mm-hmm.
to kind of force that mistake, and it ended up working out pretty well. Um, I worked my way up to second,
Okay.
and I was catching Patrick Rosser
Yeah,
pretty
Patrick.
quickly at about like a second a lap almost.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I ended up catching up to him. I passed him right after that big double,
Yeah.
going into that like double single step up
Yeah.
thing.
Right.
Um, and he was behind me, and we came around. I took that double, and he sent it off that big double, and he actually landed on my car.
Yeah.
And I think he broke an arm or something like that, and ended up finishing his race. So after that, it was really kind of cruising from there.
Yeah.
I had a few more bobbles, and I was this close to getting that win.
Yeah.
I think I was. Lance said I was about 2 seconds off of Patrick's time
Right.
because they were taking the fastest time was how
Mm-hmm.
you finished.
Yeah.
So I was like 2 seconds off of Patrick's time at the end, and I was this close.
Right there.
Uh,
Right
just
there. Yeah.
just one little bobble, 30 seconds left, and then there was another lapper that slightly tapped me, and that
Mm-hmm.
was enough to put me out of contention for the win. But I still got second, so wasn't totally in vain. But I was still a little bummed I didn't get the win. But I definitely wasn't disappointed with how I drove, all things considered, and what I had to
Right.
actually go through the whole two mains. So
That's it.
I was pretty happy with it.
That's it. So your finishing positions was what again in which class? What was your finishes?
So I got a fifth in e-truggy,
Fifth in truck.
and I ended up getting second in e-buggy.
Second in e-buggy. Man,
Mm-hmm.
that's what's up, bro. Man, great job, man.
Appreciate it.
Great job, bro. Yeah. So, okay, from this whole SIC experience, man, what was some of the negative moments, that you took from the race that may can help you in future races?
I was gonna say one thing, that the smoke, but that's not really something that I can change. Um,
Yeah.
Definitely, I'd say being more patient on the track,
Yeah.
for the most part, will really help because I know personally none of those guys are going to be willing to give up an inch of room to me,
Uh-huh.
even if I'm coming up on them in a second faster. They don't want to give up that spot. So just being patient, getting as close as you possibly can, um, to really put that pressure on them, and trying to force them into making a mistake, because even them going slightly off their line
Right.
can be enough for you to get around them and make a pass. And you can really work with the minute amount of space.
Yeah.
So really just being more patient on the track. Also, definitely trying to be on top of setup. I was pretty
Yeah.
frustrated with my buggy. I definitely felt like there was more pace in my car and my driving personally, than
Uh-huh.
what I showed,
Yeah.
in the main for sure. Um, Now that I've been,
He faded out again. Yeah. You faded out again, bro. It's okay. He's still talking. But yeah. But yeah, man. Like I said, I just taking those moments to reflect when it be like that at races, when you feel like it's still fading in and out. But yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, those moments when you're trying to get around someone, they don't let you. You just have to, like he said, put pressure on them. And when they open up that door, you got to go for it. And got to go for it. Yeah, Hunter King. Yeah, you froze up, Hunter. Let me remove him and bring him back. See what happened. His phone may be getting too hot. There you go.
can you
There we
hear me
go.
now?
Yeah, what you were saying now? You saying that
Um,
like you said, you put up on him. You'll pull up like on your opponent, and if he if you feel like you have more pace than he does, you'll pull up on that bumper and really put that pace on him to make up.
yeah, just just trying to apply pressure.
Yeah.
Y- it's actually it's really hard to do. Trying to drive that close to somebody, but it's you have to do your best to try and predict, where another car is going to go. You have to really use your peripheral vision. You really have to also try and pay attention to the car's, body language. I know it sounds kind of weird, but
Yeah.
you can really use, you can kind of just use your peripheral vision to try to get an idea of what
Where
another
you gonna
car is
go?
going to do based on
Mhm.
how they landed, where they're turning, maybe even sounds you probably don't even realize that I don't myself usually. But there's a lot of things that, you can pay attention to really, um, drive super close to somebody and try and set up a move
Yeah.
by driving a certain way and just paying attention, being vigilant to the what another car is doing on the track.
Okay, Hunter, dropping them golden nuggets for driving skills on us. Okay, hey, I ain't never, but really though, seriously, that's great information, man. I ain't never really think about it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just was like you said, I just learned just to, like you said, pull up on them, put that pressure on them, or follow them close. But I ain't really break it down like that to see if they might push it, they might land a little awkward on the jump.
Mm-hmm.
They may push them a little wide. Then that's your time to jump in if you landed the jump correctly. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah,
It's definitely something that is going to come in time with practice.
yeah,
It's like I mentioned, it's actually really hard to do consistently all the time.
hmm,
Um, I'd say to really practice it, get together with some friends, and if you feel like you're faster than them, just kind of hang behind them and just kind of watch what they're doing on the track and really just kind of gauge your distance. And
yeah.
if you feel you can really tell, like just pay attention to their brake strength, like how much brake they're using.
All right, but yeah,
Back again.
yeah. I don't know what's going on today,
I
but
don't know.
we gonna make it happen though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And getting together with people and just the best way to do it is just have fun at the same time because
right.
that's really the best way you're going to learn. If you're not enjoying it, then you're probably not going to get anything out of it. So it's just hanging
That's
out with people, having fun, driving really
right.
close. It's just going to be one way to try and improve that aspect of racing for yourself.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, and on vice versa to that, what was the most positive thing that you took from this race? What's the most positive thing you took from this race that you could help someone else with, and what helped you when you come back in?
Man, I don't know why this is acting up so much.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, what I was saying was just what was the positive thing that you learned from this race that maybe you could share with us or help, you know what I'm saying, someone else.
Would you say that again? I think I missed it.
Okay, I said what what was the some positive aspects that you took from this race that maybe you could share, with us other than the good stuff you just really just got through saying.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Definitely um, taking time when you're at home at your home track, just get an idea for the entire car in terms of setup. Just go out to the track,
Yeah.
um, maybe run a few laps, come back. If you have an idea, try a change.
Mm-hmm.
Just really just going out and trying a change and seeing what it's going to do
Yeah.
to the car gets you a better idea of the full range of adjustment that you actually have in your car.
Mm-hmm.
Um, will really help to give you a better understanding of like what you can do at a track when you're trying to work on your setup, like when you're at a big race.
Yeah.
So just going out, practicing, running laps, just getting time is really just like one of the best ways I could say. Just you got to go out there and you got to try stuff because if you're not trying to change things and see what you can do to improve, you're probably not going to.
Yeah.
Um, and knowing the full range of like what your car can do can not only be helpful for you, it can be helpful for someone else who still may be struggling with setup on their car
Mm-hmm.
to actually help them get better too. I know personally, I've helped a lot of people at my local track with setup. And the one thing that I often see with a
Yeah.
lot of guys, especially guys who are more local, who don't travel very much or who can't travel,
Mm-hmm.
is that sometimes guys don't even realize that their car could be better. they'll go out and they'll just drive their car every day and they're having fun because that's what they're there to do. But maybe they want to get better and they just don't know how and what to change because there's so much you can change.
Yeah.
So really, the best thing is like when you know your car well and you know what setup changes work.
Right.
Um, you can use that knowledge to go and help someone else get better. I've seen it lots of times where I'll be watching someone's car, friend. I'm like, hey, I was watching your car and it looked like it was doing this. Like, how does
Mhm.
it feel? And they'll be like, oh yeah, you're right. My car feels a little loose. And be like, all right, hey, try this. Try, changing your roll center or try going down in your shock fluids.
Yeah.
Just ask them like what their setup is, and you can use your knowledge that you've learned through your extensive testing and tuning to
Right.
help someone else out. And that's like really one of the most important things for me is just gaining the knowledge
Cool.
to help other people out really helps your game too.
Yeah. But that's what's up, brother, man. I appreciate that, man. And one more thing. I only had one more thing else for you. Only thing else I wanted to know that may help somebody else is like, what advice would you give someone that's racing on a budget, but they still want to be, the most competitive that they can be, even though they on that budget? What would you say to them?
Hmm. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I know personally, I do have sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they really help me out a lot. I'm not saying to go hunt for sponsors or anything like that, but
Mm-hmm.
if you truly want to learn, you want to get better, and you want to improve, just try your best to just stretch your budget out. If you have to run some slicks at your track, run some slicks. I've done it before. Trust me. I've
Yeah.
I've run slicks in club race before. It's not very fun, but um, just finding ways to get to the track and run more. Just it's stuff you have to do,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And I really sympathize with the guys um, that maybe don't have the budget or have to really stretch their budget, um, because it's tough
Right.
to try and
Mm-hmm.
get better on a small budget. So really, just trying to stretch your budget as much as you can, and really just trying to get up to big races if you can. You don't have to do them all the time. If you have to do it you know, if you can only get out to a race every 3 months, and go every 3 months. Um, just getting out there and meeting people, um, especially other sponsored drivers if you're not sponsored,
Yeah.
um, helps a lot because you're really doing networking for yourself.
Right. That's what's up.
Um,
Yeah.
and if if you feel like you're good enough and you're confident enough in yourself to be sponsored, then you should absolutely apply. Like I've had lots of people ask me before about applying for a sponsorship because they're I just don't want to pay full price for tires. I'm saying just apply.
Right.
You're not going to lose anything if they say no.
Right.
You still are paying the same amount for tires. It's at the end of the day, it's not that big a deal, to not get a sponsorship, but it's always nice to have. I wish I had better advice for guys in a budget, because
That's it. Yeah.
I've
I
been
mean,
pretty fortunate myself,
yeah.
through the support of my parents. I'm really, really thankful for them.
Yeah.
But
That's
definitely just trying your best to stretch your budget when you can, and that's really just about it.
Yeah, man. My boy RC Jers was asking he's wanting to know what was your local track again.
B&T Raceway in Crestview, Florida.
Hmm.
That's usually where I run.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like I said, just to that last question I said about the budget, is just if you don't have that budget, man, just really maintenance and take care of what you
Hmm.
have, you know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
yeah, you do that and and then again, don't be shy to ask if something that you really, really need that that's gonna help you. Ask your fellow racer, ask your partner,
Hmm.
you may know somebody like like Hunter just said, somebody that may be sponsored that may can, help you out to get what you really need. But yeah, first of all, just the main thing that I've learned, because I done been there, you know what I'm saying? Yes, now I've been blessed to get some good sponsors now, but I exactly been there on that budget. And the big thing that I've done is just maintenance at home before the race, just maintaining what
Hmm.
you got, maintaining. It might have to, you might have to do some little extra more steps to get where you want to be, but that's just what you got to do for right then. You know what I'm saying? I still do some of it now too, and but but yeah, that's the
Maintenance is
best.
key.
Yeah, that's the key. That's the key.
Hmm.
But yeah, bro, man, I know you still got school and stuff, man. I ain't want to hold you long. But yeah, this has been great. You know what I'm saying? I know we had a little technical difficulties, but it
Yeah.
just what go along with it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, we gotta do this again.
Yeah, for sure.
We might pick it up and do it again after you go to PNB or something like that. Most definitely, yeah, man. But
Yeah.
hey, Hunter, bro, I totally appreciate you, man. Ain't gonna take no more of your time. Appreciate you jumping in with me, and you definitely will see me down there at BNT. And man, any shout outs, anything you got to say, anything you doing, got coming up?
Um, Really just shout out to all my sponsors, TLR, Tekin, Classic RC, Ignite,
Mhm.
Horizon, RC Swag, Easy Customs. I think that's all of them. I might be missing one. If I'm missing one, I'm sorry. And of course, shout out to my friends and family because they're truly the ones who support me the most.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Jersey wanted to know, is it 10 scale or 8 scale? Both.
Pretty much,
Pretty much both of them. Yeah.
both is the best.
Yeah, but His love is 10 scale though. His first love is the 10 scale scene. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, man, totally appreciate you, man. And anytime you just want to go up, come on, get something out. Um, you know, if you want to do a race report, over on live or whatever, that's good too. You
Yeah, of
can
course.
just hit me up or I hit you up. I'm gonna definitely keep in touch with you because I want to come down there and do some practicing with you because I'm like maybe 2.5 hours away. It ain't too far, so I can
Yeah,
just
it's not that bad.
I can dip down one weekend and just spend a weekend down there and just do the thing. So
I'll get Dom to come out too.
yeah,
We've been practicing more lately, so I'll definitely I'll get Dom out there too.
yeah, yeah, man. But yeah, Basil, what's up, Basil? Jer's in here. Um, Real my RC family, my brothers in here, but yeah, man. But Hunter, definitely appreciate it, bro. And we'll keep in touch. Thank you,
Of course.
man.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you, bro.
And thanks for having me on. I really had a good time.
No problem. Anytime, 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 bro. Well, all right, man. Have a good one now.
You too.
All right. Well, all right, y'all. Hey, but yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. I know we had the technical difficulties, but we made it. We made it through, and we had a good little interview. So what's everybody up to today? What's everybody up to? Mhm. From studio. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jerz. His local track is it's both. It's 10 scale and 8 scale down in Florida. So yeah. But yeah, he a real good dude. Fast, precise. Isaac Pilson, what's up? Oh, you in the chicken pot pie for lunch? Okay, that sound good. That sound good. Yeah. That sound good. But yeah, y'all. But yeah, y'all stay tuned. I might jump on later on. So yeah, I'll hit y'all up later. I might get back on later and we just can talk about Miyako. And I know who had a question about Miyako? Let me see. Oh yeah, Twitch H2O. Twitch H2O. Yeah, he had a question about the Miyako. He was just saying any ideas what could possibly be updated for Miyako e-buggy public release. Only thing I know that they're doing is they want to make the manual a little bit better, a little bit more detail. And they're trying to get it ready for I think they want to do some work on the still do some work on the rear brace of the e-buggy. But other than that, y'all stay tuned. That release is gonna come maybe no later than the spring for the e-buggy. And then after that, then y'all stay tuned for the Miyako official Truggy release as well. So we got those things coming up. And so that's what's hot on the block right now. That's what the news that's up right now. That's going on with the Miyako stuff. We're just trying to get, y'all know Tebow's on the team. And we talked last race at SIC, and he just got done running the TNR race out in Cali. So we got just trying to get him more comfortable with the cars and stuff. So he's on the really had 4 races on the buggy so far, and it's really been going good. He's just now learning a little bit more about the rear hub setup, and we got a long chassis and a short chassis. I got the longer chassis on my buggy right now. This is the longer chassis here. It's longer. This longer chassis is 4 millimeters longer in the rear. Compared to the original chassis. Yeah, compared to this is the original. This is the original chassis. So this one is a little bit shorter. This one a little bit shorter. You know, this one a little bit shorter than the one that's on my buggy now. And the e-buggy comes with the longer chassis. But Runner Falk and Tebow, they really like the original chassis better. But the longer chassis is really stable, and like medium to loose grips situations, the longer chassis is stable. But them pros, they like the shorter chassis. So, But see, they've been adding weights to the shorter chassis, taking weights off. So they're just still trying to figure out what's the best setup for Tebow. So so yeah. So yeah. Pilsen, it feels good, man. It's more stable. What I mean by stable is just it feels a little bit more planted than the than the black edition. It just felt a little bit more planted than this one, just right out the box. But so yeah, we just all in the same boat, man. Trying to yeah, Jersey. I drove to Miyako at 6, yeah. Got bumped. Tebow got bumped. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, it's a good buggy. It really is. It really is a good buggy. You can tell. Yep, that's the black edition. And you can tell it's like, when like you're driving and the car feels like a little floaty. But the Mark Miyako is just a more planet feel. So yeah, it's that's what I mean by stable. It's a more planet feel to the track, like you're more secure. So it's easy to really push it, and it's easy to drive, but it actually by it being more planted, it makes it easier for you to really, really push the car hard as you want it to, and it'll take it. It'll take it. So yeah, it's good. It really is good. It's really good. Yeah, it's really good, really. So yeah, we're just trying to work them bugs out. And I really want to see this truck they're gonna come out with, though. But yeah, I'm gonna keep y'all in the loop. Man, and I might give y'all some top secret information. So y'all do not. I gotta trust my family. Can I trust my family? I gotta be able to trust y'all to tell y'all some stuff now. I need to know now. Can I trust y'all? Can I trust my family? I need to know, because there's some stuff in the workings that okay, you say Twitch, what geometry do you usually run on the front? Right now I got the links. But yeah, right now just running the link setup, the links on the front. So, but yeah, it does come with the pillar ball. It does come with the pillar ball setup you can get. And the difference is with the links, a little bit more stable in like low grip to mid grip. But the pillar ball kicks in. The pillar ball is good on like high grip tracks. Kind of like like the world's track this year was kind of high mid to high traction. So they ran like Runnerfolk ran the pillar ball, set up on the front, but then he ran the links in the back. Because you can get it both ways. You can get it with links front and back like mine. What we mean by links? We mean, the turnbuckles. That's what links are. The turnbuckles. So you can get it with the turnbuckles like this. Or you can have the arms on it like a Mugen, front and back. You have arms on the back too of the Miyako. And the arm setup, when you get all the arms on it, is good on the high grip. So, but the tuner options are crazy. Like, hold on. Like on the hubs, like I'm running like 1 degree, KPI 1, Kingpin Inclination 1, KPI 1. I'm running like 1 degree of KPI. And it actually comes with different kingpins. Yeah, Isaac, they have different arms. Yeah, different had different arms, and now they about to come out with where you can actually lengthen. Okay, Kingpin Inclination is, you see that? Hold on, let me see if I can. Need to turn some lights on. You see where okay, you see that? Okay, you see that little nut right here up under the link, that little black nut. So that's like the Kingpin. So basically, it's 3 different sizes of those that you can put in here to give you the camber caster and all that stuff. You can adjust all that. Give the right geometry of camber and all that, cast and all that stuff that you want. So it's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah. But I'm gonna have to trust y'all to let you know some top secret stuff, man. So y'all stay tuned. I want to do some y'all stay tuned because I want to do some giveaways and stuff like that. And coming up. So y'all stay tuned for that. And I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on with Miyako and with Reds Racing. They got a new back plate that's about to drop. What it does is, it's been lately, you know how like on Ryan Mayfield's engine, he got that little insert that's built into the back plate. Because sometimes on our engines, on the engines themselves, the connecting rod, sometimes will hit the back plate. So that's why he got that enforced part on his, so it won't scratch up the back plate. But on this back plate that Red's about to release, the back plate actually, if the crank hits it, it'll actually spin itself. So they say that just helps with fuel mileage and durability and stuff. So There's some stuff coming out. Y'all stay tuned. But yeah, y'all, about to jump off here, and we might get on again later on about probably about 6. I might come around about 6 when everybody get off work and stuff, and we'll talk. We'll talk. Hey, I appreciate y'all jumping in, Pilson. I appreciate you. I'm curious now to see. Y'all go ahead. What's going on? Yeah, man, it's a lot of good stuff, a lot of good information, a lot of tunability to it, Isaac, and man, it drives like a dream, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's some stuff I still need to figure out and get it exactly the way I want it. And I might go outside in a minute and set up some cones and stuff, and try some stuff that I want to try with it to really get it where I want it. But yeah, hey, yeah, I appreciate y'all jumping in. And like I said, later on, I might jump back on later on this evening, and we'll talk about it some more. But I appreciate y'all jumping on early today and listening to the interview with me and Hunter King. Sure appreciate it. But hey, y'all go get some lunch, man. We finna go get some lunch, and we'll catch back up later this evening. All right, y'all. Appreciate you. EKJ 24,000. We're out.